Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are planning in my big happy planner for the week of January 27th through February 2nd. I have the Happy Planner Smiley Face sticker pack here. If you watched my 2024 planner flip through video, which I'm now realizing goes up after this video, so ignore that. You'll see it in a few days. I shared using these stickers last year in the last week of January. I feel like I use these every year. They're such an inexpensive paper pack or sticker pack. And I love them around this time of year when it's just so dark and gloomy. Also, though, last year on January 31st, I had my first date with James, my boyfriend, and I thought that it would be fun to use the same stickers, but this time we're going to spice it up a little bit. Not spice. We're going to level it up a little bit. So last year I used some stencils with these stickers, and this year I actually want to use like some scrapbook paper. I have some stamps that I want to use. I have a lot of fun ideas for this spread. So I have a very old paperback here by Recollections, and I want to grab some of the yellow, which of course is right at the top. So I don't know if I want to do the stripe or the circles. I'm between these dots and these. I think we're going to go for these. Do I have 2 pages? I do. So we're going to pop those right out and then put this to the side because I don't need that anymore. And I want to do a little bit of like a corner over here. So I'm just going to tear off what I'd like to use from this. I feel like I probably could have gone a little bit bigger there, but this is fine. And then we want my glue tape. This is one of the glue tapes from the Amazon haul that I did. I think that was yesterday's video. I actually was going to film this video first, and then I realized that because I wanted to use some of the supplies from the Amazon haul, I was going to need to do that video first. So we're actually doing these back to back today. Okay, that's cute. And then I have some of the stamps that I also got on Amazon. Typically when I stamp on my channel, things get a little messy. So I'm a little nervous about that, but we'll see what we can do to minimize the mess. Okay, I also have my baby wipes, which I use when I'm stamping, and I have my acrylic blocks. This isn't going to be fully the right size, but I don't think we're going to use it all. Let me see what I kind of wanted to do over here. Actually, I could probably use this whole thing. So I don't think I have a stamp big enough, but I bet that we could put these together to make a stamp that's big enough, like that. And then we're going to use black on this. So these are Alt New inks, and I'm just going to keep pressing them down on it like this until I get everything covered and saturated. So sometimes it takes a couple of times, but that looks pretty good. And then comes, oops. Okay, well, I think we're just gonna have to do it this way. Press down there and then see if I can kind of get the same firmness to press down right here. Okay. Well, that looks kind of cool. And look, I got almost all the ink off, which is pretty impressive. So I think that was like a good amount of firmness. I'm a little nervous about the back of the page though, I'm not gonna lie. So I haven't used the planner yet. It's not that weak, but it's okay. I mean, you could see a tiny bit. through, but I think it's fine. And the other side I'm not worried about because I don't use the currently in my big planner. So I feel like we went a little bit too big. There's a little too much of that going on there. So I may have to cover some of it up, but I like today is a good day to have a good day. And I kind of want to put that like right over here. But because I feel like I used too much of this stamp, we're going to do a little bit of covering and take a piece of sticker paper and just make this now a matte sticker instead of a clear one. And that should help to cover up the parts of the stamp that I don't want. And then get the backing off. Let's get a nice visual on this. Right there. That's good. And it covered it up nicely. I like that. All right. I got a phone call from my mom, but I think that this looks like a little loud. I'm hoping that as I go through, it'll soften up a little bit and we'll kind of get some more fun things going on as well. So I'm going to use a stencil, and this is an Archer and Olive stencil, to create a box for myself on Monday. And then we need a pen as well. So I think that actually I should be able to have both the yellow and the black kind of together like that. I'm going a little bit lighter on purpose because I don't want to cover up the yellow highlight too much. And then I know that when I started this video, there we go, I pulled out my checklist stencil because you know I need my checklist stencil in all of my spreads. This is not quite centered, I'm now realizing, but we're going to use the checklist stencil. I think that this pen needs a refill or something. I'm not sure. Okay, and now I need yellow. I think I want to do yellow header boxes. Oh, something just fell. Yellow header boxes instead of a stencil there. So we're going to take this nice bright yellow one and just put this right over here. I'm now realizing that I didn't leave room. I should have shifted this up a little bit. I don't know if I still can. I'm hearing ripping. I don't love the sound of ripping, but I feel like it's ripping more of the sticker than the paper. I don't think I can move this. I don't know what the impact of moving it would be with undo on this material. Let's try to keep going a little bit here from other edges. Again, I'm realizing that the sticker itself is tearing and not the planner pages. I'm sorry, this is probably so stressful to watch. Okay, not horrible. So we're just gonna use the tape runner to just kind of go over this in any areas where the adhesive was sort of pulled off. And this time, let's get this a little bit higher and maybe we can even just cover a little bit more of that. That's good. Now, I'm still having the issue where I didn't cover enough. I didn't remove enough. So I think what we'll do next is remove this smiley face. And put this down a little bit lower. So I won't have a full checklist, but I'll still have enough for functional day. We're just doing one less. Right, one less. All right, that's good. We're making progress. Something has to go here. So I have that stamp. I don't know that I want to use another quote because I feel like we have the other quote right above it. These are more florals. I wish I had a smiley face stamp. Oh, but this sticker book. Wait, we've got the sticker book. What am I doing here? We can take maybe another one of these. Here, I feel like we still need something in this space though. I'm wondering if I could take this one and use a yellow. This is a different ink brand. These are the Amy Tangerine Alt New inks, so I want to use these. There is definitely a difference with like high quality ink for stamping and maybe a little bit lesser quality. Will this fit here? Yeah, that looks cool. So pull this off and just kind of stamp like that. And then it's probably going to be, oh, I was going to say less pigmented, but it's really not. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a neat look. And then use my baby wipe to get that off. Okay. I feel like I need a tiny bit of black over it. So I'm not going to use this whole thing, but I'm just going to use a little bit of the black here. That's what I like about acrylic stamps, is it makes it really easy to just do a little portion. And you can do some layering. Like that. A little strange, but I think it's fine. Okay, what's next? We need another box, right? Always need boxes in my planner. So let me go back to my stencil, and I think we're gonna do 2 boxes. Usually when I use this stencil, I like to box stack. So we're gonna do one there and then one down here. And these boxes are usually used for like plans, or if I have a Zoom. I don't have a Zoom this day, but it could be what I'm having for dinner, the book I'm reading, the show I'm watching, anything else. All right, that's cute. And then we've got a little bit more room right up top. So again, I don't want to use another quote because I really want that quote to live on its own, or exist there on its own. So is this the time to bring in some more stamp? I feel like we could use a little bit more of like that one right there. So what we're gonna do is take the black and just get a tiny bit of it. I feel like I need to go down a little bit more. Just to fill in some of that space. Oops. This is what happens when I don't clean the stamp off perfectly. We get that. All right, well, I'm a new stamper. This is probably like maybe the 5th time I've stamped, and that's generous. So we're gonna have, some glitches. Now the question is, do I put this down here and then a box is over here and then something like bigger over there? Or do I go to my checklists over here? I think we're gonna go to checklists over here. And I think that it won't fully cover it up, but as I write in the spread, of course, it'll cover it up a little bit more than it would otherwise. And then we need another box. If you make a mistake like this and it really bothers you, you could just cut like a piece of paper like this and put it over here to clean it up, but it doesn't bother me that much. I'm glad that this is my spread and not a custom spread for one of my Patreon members. I probably wouldn't stamp in a custom spread because I'm just not confident enough in my abilities. This is one of those things that we'll experiment with on my own and not something that someone is paying for. So we're going to do our double boxes again here. And got that. Now we have room down here for another quote, something fun. So I like the take time to make your soul happy. And I actually think we can fit this without needing anything else in the space, like any other stamp. Okay, we haven't gone to the sidebar yet. We're going to do that. I also have a big plan for this side. So let's do a checklist stencil right over here for Thursday. And this is actually maybe going to be my last checklist stencil of the week because I'm going away over the weekend, but we're leaving Thursday night after I finish work. So if I put this here, I'm going to do another double box situation right over here. So we need my stencil again. We've got stencils, stamps, and stickers. Oh my, there's a lot going on here. This down. And I'm going to pick a different pen because I think that one is maybe running low on ink. You can see there. Oops, so this is a brand new one because it's got the little wax nib thing on it. There we go. Much bolder line there. Okay. Oh, one of the things that I did last year that I really liked is that I used I didn't use other scrap of paper. We can do that. I feel like this got a little dirty. So if you find that your highlighter is dirty, just kind of work it out and it's getting cleaner. There's green on this probably because I didn't clean off the stencil the last time I used it, but I don't know. I have a backup. So what I did over here was I kind of like circled, this is better, the dates and just kind of made it a fun little random thing. Not random, but you know, it's just like, it's not perfect. It looks cute. And let's keep going with that. Did I use this size? Yeah, I use this size. Not really going to be great for Wednesday, but I'm purposely trying to make it not perfect. I'm just like, even that little touch, that's what I should have really done over there because those look better. This one looks, this one looks really good, but good in the sense that I don't want it to be perfect. All right, back to our scrapbook paper. Whoops. I'm going to cut this. And I want to get another corner, but this time I want it to be a bigger one because I don't have that much that needs to be written down. to really cover here. Yeah, that's good. And then we need here we go, adhesive. And usually with adhesive, I only use, like the border, or I only use it on the border. I don't need the whole page to be covered. It's a little bit harder as you get to more like precise spots. Okay, now I need my wide acrylic block because I want to use these letters. So this weekend, James and I and his friends, his big group of friends, are going on a trip that they do annually. This is where I struggle. If I put the W here, it'll be here. Okay, so I have to go backwards, I think, with this. Right? Yeah, I think I do. W. I don't think I finished my sentence. This is an annual trip that they go on that they call the Winter Spectacular. I don't remember if I said that or not. W-I-N. And if you don't have a wide acrylic block like this, you could also just use a smaller one, but it's just going to be more like you have to keep doing it. This should help save me on a little bit of time. The only thing I'll have to go back for is if spectacular, yeah, has multiples of a letter like A. I think A, from what I envisioning, is the only repeat. All right, let's do this. One more pass through. And I want to center this here because we're going to be there for 3 nights. So if I center this one, oops, I already kind of put it down. Oops, I forgot these are not stickers. You can't just kind of place. Okay, not my best. That didn't really go great, but it's fine. It's good enough. And then I need the T, the E, and the R. So I'm going to move these here. And we're going to add in the others. So I think that's what they call it. All of a sudden, I'm like questioning myself. S, P, E, C, spec, tac, A, C. Why can't I think of how this is spelled? Okay, so we need the C again. And then we need the U. So try to space that. I see it takes up a little bit more than one. U, L, and I need the A again and the R. So this is just what it's going to be for now. Okay. You can see I don't think 2 passes was enough before. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the middle is the 6th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the A is going to go in the middle. That's better. And then we'll clean these off. And I need the C, the A, and the R. So I'm actually going to do these individually because I'm just, oh, I had the R to begin with, right? Didn't I? Yeah, I could have used the R, but I'm not confident enough in my stamping to do this all in one swoop. So we're going to do it individually. I was just trying to find my smaller acrylic block because I feel like that would make it easier to get a little bit more control. But with so many, oh, here it is, with so many different things on my desk, I was having trouble finding it. Okay, C. ULAR I can do together. Hands are getting a little dirty from this, but it's okay. It'll come off with soap. The stamping part was fine. I just didn't put it down in the right spot. Okay, let's go back to some of the other stamps that I was using earlier in the spread. So we're gonna get this yellow back. I'm turning it. I don't know why I'm turning it when I lift it. I just need to be lifting it straight up. Put that down and then do it again over here. Cute. I want to layer a little bit of black. So where's that other black strip? For anyone else who stamps, do you like put things back as you're doing them? Because this is going to be my downfall. Because now I can't find something else that I had used here that I wanted to use more of. I feel like this is going to be my problem with stamping. I wanted to find that little like small black strip, but it's so small that I'm sure I've lost it under something. So we're going to choose a backup for now. I don't really love this one. It doesn't feel as like, oh, here it is. I found it. Perfect timing. And I'm going a little bit lighter because I don't need this to be like massive. I just sort of want a little something extra on that. Okay, that's cute. What's next? We need some boxes. I would like to put a checklist on Sunday for when I get home. Typically on these weekend trips with James's friends, we do get home at a decent hour because by the end of the long weekend, we are just ready to be home. That's crooked though. So I'm gonna put this back. And then checklist stencil. All right, and now we just need some boxes over here. I do need something else over here. I'm just not sure what I want to use it for yet. So on this spot, I'm going to create 2 larger boxes. And because this stencil is bigger than the space for the box, I'm just gonna move it over like that. And now we have 2 boxes, or we have 1 box. But perfect, you would never guess. I need to wash this stencil. Look what I just did. You would never guess that it's not the right size. And it's gonna be a fun trip. We have a big house that we rented, and We're doing like a murder mystery theme the first night, and I don't really know what's planned for the second night. This is something they do every year, and they rent the same house, and it'll be my first time attending. Actually, last year, James went like a few days after our first date, so I remember hearing about it, but I have not been. All right, let's choose another quote, hopefully something that'll take up some space. I feel like I already used some big quotes, but take time to make your soul happy. Did I do that? I already used that one. I guess we're gonna do go the extra smile because that's the best one I can find over there. I want to go back to the bubble stamp, and this time be mindful of the fact that I didn't like too much. So I think we're gonna put this like right here maybe. So I'm only putting down what I want to stamp. Stamp fell. I'm gonna try to hold this part up in case I get like a little bit of dirtiness like I got on the other side. The only thing that's weird is that it just cuts off right there. I didn't really mean to do that. So I have to figure out what to do about that. And then this one I want to make into a paper sticker again so that we can layer it. This is also a good trick for when, instead of using a white pen to cover things up, you can just put stickers on here if you want to, if you don't want to use the white pen. If you don't like how it looks or it's too much work for you, this is an extra step too, but it works. Okay, go the extra smile is going to go here. We need something for this spot because I don't really like what happened there. I don't really know why I did that. I don't really, oops, I got stamps on the back. I don't really know what to do about that spot. I don't think that another stamp would solve the problem because it's still gonna be like weird. I feel like it needs to be a sticker. We could do something like this, but I would need these to be on paper. And then we would need to use them on the other side as well for balance. I'm not usually that particular, like when I cut these out, or precise, I guess is a better word. Just kind of go with it. All right, so let's peel off the backing. Like that. That's better. Okay. I wanted to do something more over here, but oh, you know what? Let's do 2025. That's a fun way to do this. 5, right? No, we have to start with the 2. This backwards thing is gonna mess me up. 2, oh, we have to leave room for the other 2, and 5. That, I probably need to use another wipe here, but let's get the 2 back. And then I have to put the lid on this, the lid that fell before I forget, because otherwise we are going to be covered in black ink. All right. Now on the left side, I definitely want to bring in one of these circles because I used it before. And then I'm going to use a heading box to list out some priorities for the week. But I think I can probably get away with one more quote or something down here. So what do we have left to use? Find your happy is cute. We have to cover up the note though. This time I'm going to use correction tape because I do think I have to double check, but I think I'm running out of time. Yeah, I'm running out of time. I have 10 minutes left before my workday begins. Over here, we're going to just add a little bit. It actually would have to go to like the edge here. I think I want to leave it. I did plenty of stamping. And then I'm going to use a dot marker just to add in some priorities for the week. Okay, my desk is a disaster. Oh, I'm not finished. I forgot there was something else I wanted to do. I wanted to go in and color in these letters, which was the whole point of buying stamps that had a hollow middle. So overall, this spread is really cute and cheerful. It's definitely messy. This is not an expert spread at all. So please be kind with the thumbs downs. I know that sometimes when you don't like something, you give it a thumbs down, and I understand that, but I don't love it 100% either. So thumbs downs make creators sad. Don't give them. Hopefully you enjoyed the process and the fact that this channel is about doing my best. This pen is losing its steam. This one's a little bit better. I will try to link everything that I used in the description. I used a lot of stuff, so I don't know that I'll be able to. The stamps I can definitely link because most of them are from Amazon. The Archer and Olive stencil I know comes in and out of stock, so if it's available, I'll link it. And this little cute sticker book, which I also really like. Okay, that was quite the process, but I really like how it came out, and it's going to be fun to use, and I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me and for your patience and support, and I'll see you next time.